All right, I'm going to be looking at some products with fresh eyes. I've never seen any of these before, and I'm going to give my honest reactions and feedback, and I hope that it is helpful to the product owners. So let's jump right in. Okay, a YouTube page, skip. All right, let's see, Rango, design-led AI native product partner for products, websites, and front ends with ROI behind every dollar spent. Book a call, continue scrolling. The new standard. Okay. Okay. This looks like a development agency, and I'm looking for SaaS products, so I'm going to skip this one also. Here we go. Collect now. Every overdue invoice is cash slipping away. The average business writes off 9% of its invoices and loses a full day every week chasing the rest. Collect now recovers that cash for you without you sending a single reminder. Okay. So this is a tool to help businesses collect on invoices that they have sent out. Let's see, you've got a video here, which seems to be showing your face as well, which I love. Let me watch this video. Okay, so this is like the product founder. I don't think you can hear the audio in the stream, but this is the product founder setting up a scenario where someone might use this product or find benefit. I think this is so far like this is a really great way to show your product, and the fact that you're showing your face, that helps build up trust and letting us get to know you. Yeah, I mean, one thing I'll say is that the volume on the voice seems pretty low. I have some music playing. Let me stop that to just make sure I can hear this. I'm gonna rewind. Okay, Victor, small business owner in Europe. Every Friday he goes to the invoices and follows up with the clients that promise to pay. He has to send awkward follow-ups. Okay, so this is on automating the reminders that go out. I imagine these are emails probably. I don't think it was specified, but I imagine these are emails that are being sent automatically. Okay, so it seems like this integrates directly in email, where you can send someone an invoice, a client, send them an invoice via email, and you CC collect now, and that will automatically start tracking this and following up, which is cool. That's a pretty cool way to integrate this. Okay, really nice job with the product demo. It's nice and short. It explains the product well. I imagine this works well for anybody who is sending out invoices via email, and then for folks that are already using some sort of software to send out invoices, um, maybe you're just not targeting those folks. Okay. Trusted by Tatra Banca comparison. Collect before it needs an agency. Collect before it needs an agency. Agency makes sense when customers go on silent. Okay, so I guess businesses even have to hire agencies to go and collect on invoices. Collect now is for the earlier stage when there's still a chance to get paid without damaging the relationship. Got it. Automated follow-up and AI-led negotiation before the relationship breaks. Add collect now to the invoice email. Smart and multi-channel reminders. AI negotiated payment plans and discounts. Okay, cool. Give every overdue invoice a next step before it becomes a write-off. No integration project. Just add collect now. Yeah, I love this. I love that you can just add it to the email. Send the invoice. We send the reminder. So it's very clear, like how you use it is very clear when you watch this video. For folks that don't watch the video and kind of just scroll past, you might want to clarify really straightforward and simple in the landing page that this works by CCing collect now in the emails when you're sending out an invoice to somebody, and the fact that it will automatically follow up after that and kind of report out status to you in a dashboard. I think that's how it works. And that's what I'm getting in the video. I just don't know that people will get that if they don't watch the video. Although you are saying it here, but maybe a visualization, like an image, will just help convey that better. Okay, we send the reminders via email, SMS, and phone without you writing a single message. Okay, I wonder how you're able to extract the client's mobile number and phone number. Okay, but that's cool. That's a cool feature. Let AI negotiate when a case needs more than a reminder. The debtor gets a secure portal link. They can pay in full, request a discount, or agree to a payment plan. Nice. AI that negotiates on your behalf within rules you control. Yeah, that's interesting. This is the money you stop losing. Overdue. Every extra day an invoice that's unpaid is your money funding someone else. Collect now pulls back weeks sooner. Manual hours per invoice. Recovery rate. Working capital strain. Choose your collections automation plan. Okay, essential. Perfect for solo entrepreneurs. $50 a month. $48 a month. Okay, I think this makes sense. I think you've done a really good job with this. I hope this short feedback session is helpful to you in some way, but nice work. Okay, here's the next product, Prompt Anatomy. Prompts, workflows, agents, business outcomes. Build AI workflows your team can actually repeat. Okay, practical frameworks, templates, and field notes for moving from random prompting to structured AI implementation. Anchor a framework for the system around the model, workflow, context, evaluation, governance. The model is not the system. Teams fail when chat is the product. Okay. Still trying to understand. I mean, I get this is some type of prompting solution, maybe an agent orchestration solution for teams or businesses. It's not narrowed to any specific type of business or use cases, or so it seems just broadly, targeting broadly any type of agent orchestration or any type of task you might be looking to execute. So let's see, inputs, context, reasoning, output, prompt anatomy, workflow engine. Okay. The model is not the system. Teams fail when chat is the product. This framework access system of the model. Read the framework. Okay. Okay, it's a lot to read. I want to kind of, the thing I'm looking for, and I think what a lot of people will be looking for coming here, is some specific examples. Yeah, you might want to consider laying out some specific examples or workflows that a team might use Prompt Anatomy for, and what I get by using this. Like, what is the big problem it solves for me, or the value it delivers for me? It would help. That would help to understand exactly what this is and how I use it. Okay, start with framework. Why the model is one component. Diagnostic vibe prompting. Score 10 signs of I use. And it's using terminology that I think, like someone, you're kind of expecting someone to already have a baseline understanding of how agents kind of work, I think, because there's a lot of that terminology being used. So I don't know if that's who you're targeting, or if you're targeting, any type of team with any level of technical knowledge and skill who can start to build out workflows. But if you are, then it needs to be explained in a way that is, I think, less technical and more specific. Yeah. All right. Design an agent workflow. Map a business task to bounded tools, handoffs, eval gates with a work example. It all sounds very complex. I think just having those examples would really help here. Okay, explore by topic, prompt system, AI agents, AI governance, implementation notes, case studies, templates, opinion. Okay, there's a lot here. Recommended reading order. Implementation. Use ready-made canvases, checklists, and operating documents to structure AI work inside teams. Okay, let me browse the templates. AI workflow canvas, AI workflow eval, governance, MCP server selection, AI changelog. So these seem very general rather than a specific business workflow. MCP server selection worksheet, IT ready worksheet, checklist for selecting MCP servers with security, governance, and operative. Okay. Latest articles. Okay, there's a lot of articles here. Tons. Okay, so I guess you're betting on the SEO benefit there, but you might want to have some pagination here rather than rendering all of these to the page, because it makes it unlikely that someone will ever scroll all the way down to get to this section of your landing page. So I would recommend some pagination and maybe allow people to add more if they want to. It looks like you have that in place because it says show more, but the number of articles loaded in by default is too large, I would say. Okay, prompt anatomy ecosystem. One AI operating system for learning, daily work, automation, marketing, HR operation decision. Hub, choose your direction. Okay, I would consider narrowing down to specific types of businesses or specific types of use cases, and really showing examples of those working well and explaining how this is better than whatever else that business might be doing for that workflow, or whatever other options they have. Because that's just not coming across yet. Okay. I'm going to end here. I hope that was helpful in some way. I'm going to go to the next one. All right, here is the next product, Borderly Flight Deck, Travel, Track, Triumph. Track every flight, mile, memory. Borderly keeps your boarding passes, loyalty, guests, leaderboards, expenses, and AI trip plans in sync, so you can focus on the thrill of the itinerary. Claim your captain's log, 3 days free. Okay, it's a mobile app. 500,000 flights tracked, 25 million miles logged. Okay, your travel companion in your pocket. Track flights, scan boarding passes, plan layovers with AI, split expenses, and connect with fellow travelers all in one app. Okay, so I get it's related to travel. I get that I can do flight tracking. Sounds like I can import my boarding passes. Plan layovers. Like plan activities for a layover or just like what to do during my layover. And then split expenses. I guess this would be if I'm traveling with other people. This gives me a way to track and split expenses with people, potentially people I'm traveling with. Connect with fellow travelers. Okay. I'm still trying to understand the main problem or the one or two, maybe, main pain points that this is really solving for people. I would consider prioritizing these features you're talking about based on what is the biggest pain point solved here. Like, is it tracking flights? Because that's the first thing you're mentioning and showing. Is that the biggest pain point solved by this app? I don't know, because I mean, there's other ways to track a flight, right? You can just, you could put a flight number in your search bar and you're going to get flight tracking info. So maybe your solution is doing much more than that in some way. If so, you could talk about it and mention that. But my point is, it would help to think about the biggest pain point, like I said, that this is solving, and really lean into that first, and that's going to get people interested, I think. Okay, your travel world all in one place. Digital boarding passes. Store and organize all your boarding passes in one secure place. Yeah, I don't know. Scan new pass. Okay, this looks like an interactive demo. All right, I just clicked one of these flights and it sort of darkened the screen as if a modal was going to pop up, but nothing did pop up. And then this scan new pass seems like a button, but it's not. So I don't think this is intended to be an interactive demo. I think it's intended to be more of just like a graphic screenshot. But it feels broken, right? If it seems like you should be able to do stuff and it doesn't work. Okay, the travel tracker. Miles traveled, cities visited, recent trips. Okay. Aircraft collection. Personal aircraft registry. Document every trip. Okay. Expense tracker. AI layover planner, 3-hour layover, city tour, 5-hour layover, museum and lunch, full explorer. Okay, I get what this is doing, like planning activities for the layover. Travel, community, and society. Travel, community, and social. Connect with fellow travelers, join discussions, share tips. Training destinations. Okay, best credit cards. Got it. Weekend in Tokyo. Created trip ideas and spot maps. So there's a lot of stuff here. Okay, so here's a layout issue that you can see here. I think potentially in the nav bar, this is like a minor layout issue in the sign up button as well. You probably don't want it spanning two lines like that. Let's see. So there's a lot of features here that are being talked about. I would consider consolidating, like figuring out what are the ones that are the most important and valuable that you want to focus on, and really lean into those. It will be more likely that people will understand a fewer number of features and invest time if those features really seem like they can provide a lot of value to somebody. And so like maybe that one thing is the AI layover planning. Maybe it's the social stuff. I don't know. That would be for you to kind of decide. Unlock travel achievements. Okay, so there's all these achievements as well. And like I get that all this seems very like cool, like good features. But right now there's so much that it's all competing for attention and just making it difficult to like understand and read everything. Okay, what travelers say. Travel form. Destination guide, loyalty programs, airline reviews. Thread starter, wings. Okay. All right. I'm going to end there. I hope this is helpful. Nice work, though. Very good start. All right. Here is the next product. Fit Intel, Fitness Intelligence. Is this the landing page? Let me see if I can get the landing page here. Yeah, I guess this is the landing page. Continue Apple. So there's an auth wall right away, which I do not recommend. Usually you want to start with a landing page where someone who does not yet know what your product is can learn about it, understand what value it provides, and decide whether or not they want to invest time in using it or give you their email. But, you know, let's see, since I'm being nice here, I guess I would just sign up. All right. Well, you're getting my email. Grant permission, email address, profile. Yeah, sure. All right. So did that work? I don't know if auth worked. Let's try this again. Okay. Seems like I got to a new step. Now there's like an onboarding new user experience sort of flow. Typically, if it's me in a real scenario, I never look at these. I'm just going to skip it and jump right into the product. But since I'm trying to do a review here, I will look at this. Built on your real data so you know exactly what's working. Continue. Start with the basics. Log your weight, calories, and steps. I'm going to log my calories and steps. I mean, I would think those things are automatic. Like steps at least I would think are automatic. Do I need to log those? That seems like a lot of work if so. Calories. Okay, we handle the rest. So the screenshot's pretty small. It's nice that you are showing a screenshot here. It would be nice if that was bigger because it's really hard for me to see the content here within the screenshot. Okay, we learn how you respond. We analyze your calories, activity, and weight trend. No daily noise, actual progress. Now it gets smart. See what's working, what's not, and where to adjust. Okay, it would be helpful to show some examples of, you know, what are things that might not be working. Like, what is a scenario that someone might end up in where they might need some adjustment? Like, because I'm not sure like what types of scenarios I would be in where something is not working, and I might get some recommendation or adjustment or insight. Know where you stand. See if you're on track, overdoing it. Okay, so there's some type of dashboard. Understand your progress. See what actually drives your results. Know exactly what to do. Get clear daily actions based on your data. All right. Know what's working. Know what to do next. Okay. So, you know, it's a fitness tracking app. Somehow I'm either manually logging or it's automatically getting information about my calories. I don't know if it's calories through activity, like calories burned, or calories intake. Like, am I logging my food intake? Am I logging my exercises? Is it automatically getting my exercise information from Apple Fitness or whatever? I have all those open questions, and I'm not sure the answer at this point. Um, but I do know it's like fitness tracking, and there's supposed to be some smart analysis of that data, and it's supposed to give you some actionable insights around that. Okay, well, you'll get a clear weekly target tied to your goal. Takes less than 30. Okay, so like, what type of goals are we talking about? I think I'm 200 pounds. I don't have a goal to lose weight. So I guess this is specifically for people that are looking to lose weight. At least functionally, that is the limitation that's imposed, is like you have to have a goal of losing weight to proceed. And if that's the case, I would mention that much more clearly and explicitly from the very beginning. Like, this is going to help you lose weight. This app is intended to help you lose weight. That had not come across. It just seemed like a general fitness tracker for potentially many different types of goals. Yeah, so, okay, I'll say 199, 195. Start date today. Yep. Weekly target. Oh, okay, and this is in kilograms, I just noticed. So I'm in the US. It would be nice if you let people choose pounds, of course, but I get it if it's a new product and you're not really thinking about the US market quite yet and you're just doing kilograms, fine. But okay, half a kilogram a week. I think it's like 1 pound ish. Fat loss, maintenance, bulking. Okay. So now that I indicated bulking, a bulking phase, the validation on this goal weight is now saying the goal weight must be higher than my current weight, which makes sense if I'm trying to bulk. But I had no idea this was going to be an option. And I may have just dropped off, right? Because at this point, I thought this was for people trying to lose weight, but actually you're supporting other types of goals. So I think this phase selection has to come earlier so that by the time someone gets to entering their goal weight, then it's doing validation based on what their phase goal is, right? Okay, so sure, 205. Start tracking. Okay. All right, so it's like a mobile optimized layout. I think, obviously this probably looks good if you're on a mobile device. I would, yeah, I don't know, maybe you don't care about desktop. All right, this is cool. I'm going to end here and move to the next one. I hope that was helpful to you. Okay, here's the next product, RiseNet. A co-founder, business co-founder. Find who completes your startup, not who looks like you, ranked by fit, explain in plain English, private default, your email. Request access. Okay. Features built different, matched on who you need, not who you are. Read your profile, finds people who complement what you're building, not just people with similar backgrounds. Okay, know the quality before saying hello. Every match is ranked as strong, good, or potential, so you can decide quickly without decoding arbitrary scores. AI explains the fit, not just the label. Match by commitment, not just skills. Matches evolve as you do. Your profile, your rules. Profiles never public. Only match candidates. Okay. Cool. Where are you sourcing candidates from? Are they only candidate, like people that have joined your RiseNet network, or are you able to source people from other platforms? That would be helpful to know. Stop looking, start matching, find who compliments you, not who looks like you. Okay, smart fit, intent based, intent over profiles. We don't match based on what you've done. We match based on what you want to build next. Connect with founders and others who are actively looking, not just passively listed. Automation, less scrolling, more building. Forget. Okay, 3 steps. That's it. Build your profile, get your matches, connect with them. Okay, tell us what you're building. I want you to build something great with you, rank by fit with a written reason. Connect and build. Okay. I, I get what this is. So you're doing a good job of kind of articulating the problem this is intended to solve, and making a case as to why this is a superior matching system than other options that may be out there. The big question I have is just how big is this pool of candidates, right? It's super important. I imagine for someone who's going to use something like this to find a co-founder, they want to select from a large pool of candidates. So, do you already have a big collection, a big pool of profiles? If not, I think it would be really important to source from other platforms to achieve that large pool. So that should be clarified in the landing page, I would say. I think it's unexpected. This font is unexpected to see. It is not aligned with kind of the sans serif font everywhere else. So it feels like a bug. So that's a small thing that I would change also. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool to see some. Okay, so you said 4 founders and builders on the list. So it's a small pool. So that can be, something that makes people hesitant to invest time here if there's such a small pool, which is going to be the case when you're starting out, which I think is why it's important to see if you can leverage existing platforms somehow. Yeah, it'd be cool if you were able to show profiles of some founders who are available to match. That can help build up trust and get people interested in spending more time here. The other thing is even if you showed hypothetical example matches, come up with fake profiles if you want for different types of people and show how this system show them as matches and show how this system expresses its rationale for why these people are being suggested as a match. That will further help people understand exactly how this works, how it's doing matching, and get a sense if it's something that they're interested in and they want to try to match. Okay, what else can I say here? AI matching. Let's go. Forget the feed. RiseNet surfaces high signal matches automatically, so the only thing left is deciding what to do. Okay, that's good. All right, I'm going to end here. I think you've done a nice job so far. I hope this was helpful. This is the last product I'm going to do in this session. So thanks, everyone. See ya.